Can you hear me, Mark? Hey, Finny, how you doing, my brother? Can all hear it all right? Is it all right? I've had a computer nightmare today, so... Hey, Ian. Cool. Guitar girl! Yeah, I had the blue screen of death today. This is why I've not been uploading any videos, because I've been mucking about fixing my computer. It's a blooming nightmare. One day it's fine, and then you turn it off, and you pick it up the next day, you turn it on, poof, doesn't want to play. So all day, lots and lots of stupid error codes and blue screens and the sad face that comes up. Not good, man. But I think it's fixed now. It's working now. Lots of updates and stuff. It's my own fault because I haven't been doing the updates. The lamb's here from Cardiff. So I've got my Harley Benton out again. You want to hear me play some heavy metal? I can't really play heavy metal. When I first started playing guitar when I was a young lad, many moons ago, I was in like heavy rock bands. I was into Zakk Wylde and Slash and not really heavy metal. Although I think the closest I probably got was Van Halen. I did like Iron Maiden actually and Metallica and stuff, but that's about as heavy as I ever went. I had some friends that listened to Pantera and stuff like that. It wasn't for me. Yes, you do like this finish. This is one of the blowtorch ones I did. It's kind of cool. I think it's getting better as well as it's aging. I think it's aging a bit. It just seems to, yeah, real nice. Best thing you can do with a Harley Benton Strat kit, I think. Not good for much else. I am going to try the Telecaster Kit next. See if that's better. Set it on fire. Oh, you've ordered one, have you, Finny? Well, you've ordered the Strat. It's very good. Yeah, cool, man. I'd like to see how you get on with that. Blah 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 blah. Hey, hello from Liverpool. Hi, hello, Mark and Maria. Today's questions are sponsored by Maria. She gave me most of the questions today. She had some good ones, I thought. What would... Hey, some dude. What would happen if I drank a mixture of poison and its antidote at the same time? I don't know, and I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. I shouldn't think it would be very good for you. Is it like one of those sayings, like if a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound type things? Ooh, is there an album you played to death as a young kid? It's interesting. I went through phases, so it's kind of difficult to answer, really. What did I play to death? Ooh. I'll tell you what I did play to death. And it wasn't an album, it was a video, and it was the Cream of Eric Clapton video. I played that to death. As in albums, I was big into Queen. I used to play a lot of Queen. Yeah. The Magic album was my favourite. I played that a lot. And it was the first album I had on CD as well, when CDs first came out, and everyone was like, whoa, CDs are so cool. Teen Spirit. Played Teen Spirit to death. I know, Ginger Baker, right. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? I know, there's only one left, isn't there now? The big man himself. But, you know, he was 80, wasn't he? I think. He had a good run. He played the Wall, Pink Floyd to death, yeah. Heavily depressed as a teenager. Yeah, I was quite depressed as a teenager as well. It's what he would have wanted, Miserable Old Sod, yeah. So Mark's been up in Liverpool, hanging around with the Beatles. Haven't you, Mark? There's some statues of the Beatles up in Liverpool, which are 8 foot tall. I didn't realise they were that tall, the Beatles, but I thought they were just normal. Is there a spot on my wall not covered in guitars? Yeah. Most of my guitars are in cases in storage. Anyway, oh, pardon me. There's guitars everywhere, yeah. I've got some for sale, you see, as well, because I renovate them and build them and things and do stuff like this. And, so there will be some space being made available soon, hopefully, if they get bought. I played the Gavin Club years ago. Great fun until you realise your loadout is up 5 flights of stairs. Actually, yeah, that's a bummer, isn't it? I actually got offered to play the Gavin Club years and years and years ago, and I didn't do it because it was through a company which were known for being a bit dodgy. I can't remember what they were called, so I turned it down. So do any of you use AdSense? If you've got your own YouTube channels or websites and stuff? I'm having an absolute nightmare with it. Can I play some Queen? I don't think so. There you go. I am dodgy, I know, Mark. I'm very dodgy. Do I ever have dreams where I'm playing a song? I have. No, I don't. But I do have anxiety dreams sometimes where I'm trying to set up for a gig, and I can't get the stuff set up in time, and I'm running out of time. It's like a weird anxiety thing I have sometimes, and everything's like not working, and it's taking forever, and like I'm getting shouted at. It's like, you're gonna start in 10 minutes, and nothing's set up, and it's all like that. I have those kind of dreams, which are kind of weird. I assume it's anxiety dreams. And I get a bit stressed. I try not to do stress though. So 10 minutes in already, so we should hit question 1. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm quite tired today. We've been working on my camper van, me and my daughter. We're converting it, putting kitchen in it and stuff. We did the flooring yesterday. It's quite tiring. Yeah, it's more of a nightmare. Yeah, yeah, definitely, exactly. Fancy burning your strap with a blowtorch? Yeah, I know. Good fun. I don't recommend you do it though if it's an expensive strap. But yeah, if you got a cheap one, it's good fun. I have nightmare trying to tune my hair guitar. What? Air guitar. Can you tune an air guitar? I suppose you could. Right, first question. The first question in question is: have you recorded with your little black one? Now, for those of you that don't know what my little black one is, don't get any funny ideas. I'll show you my little black one. And the last video was about my little black one. And this is my little black one. The last video was about this. And this is kind of my go-to acoustic guitar right now, and I'm using it for gigs and all sorts. And it's really nice, but it's not very good for recording with, unfortunately, because it's got such a small body. Why didn't I black spray it? What, spray it black, you mean? It wasn't, it's not a good body. Yeah, so this guitar, yeah, it's not a very good one to record with. It's great plugged in, but then when you're recording acoustic guitars, you don't really want to record them plugged in. Better off miking them up, because that gives you the more natural acoustic sound. This isn't very good for that. It's great live though. It's great plugged in, and it plays wonderfully. I love it. I love the shape of the resonator hole. When this, my voice reminds you of your English professor. Oh. Great for busking though. Yeah, not too big. Yeah. Yeah, cheap enough not to worry about it. I mean, this has had some, it's been damaged quite a few times, fallen over and stuff. When I lean up against the wall, it goes, things like that. And I don't worry about it too much. It keeps on going. It's great. My little black one. I got rid of my Epiphone. My Epiphone, what was it called? The J200, whatever it was, which was a jumbo. That was annoying to carry around. You have an old FGX Yamaha, great onboard electrics, Piazza and mic. All right, that's cool. Yeah, the APX guitars. It's a scaled down version. Yeah, apparently. Andy, can't play my acoustic guitar. Too fat. Me and the guitar. So yeah, my AdSense Nightmare, having an absolute nightmare with AdSense. When you have a YouTube channel and it is, hi Dr. Nerd, and you're monetized and stuff like that, and I've only recently become monetized. Thank you everybody for subscribing and stuff and watching. You have to have an AdSense account. And what happened on YouTube years ago, because I've had this account for 10 years, what happened years ago was you didn't have to meet requirements to be monetized. You just automatically were. And obviously I had an AdSense account set up, which was all connected to it. And now I can't log into it because it's so old. I think it's been cancelled or something, but I can't make a new one because it thinks I've already got one. Oh, it's an absolute nightmare. And I've been all day, well, the last 2 days trying to get into it, going through all my old emails, addresses. I've remembered all the passwords to all my old email addresses, and nothing works. So I've had to talk to YouTube, and hopefully they can sort it out for me. But I don't know what it means. But you can't get paid unless you've got an AdSense up and running. It's very frustrating. Dr. Nerds here. So, yeah. I don't know if anybody's had any experience with AdSense. So yeah, it's been one of those days. I'm not complaining, but it's just been one of those days where it's nothing's gone right. I went to get diesel in the van. We've been taking the panels off inside the van and stuff, and insulating it all ready for the doing those bits of the conversion and stuff. And we've managed to dislodge the cable, which allows the petrol cap to open. There's a little lever under the steering wheel when you pull it in. And I went to get diesel, and it didn't work, so I couldn't get. I was like, luckily I wasn't that far from home. I fixed it now though, but it's been one of those annoying days. Dr. Nerd, I had a similar problem receiving my YouTube account from when I used it 7 odd years back. Got there in the end. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get there in the end. It's just so frustrating, so time consuming. I haven't put up any videos, or I haven't recorded any videos this week yet because I'm mucking about. How's the exercise regime going? It's going all right, actually. Yeah, I'm still on it, trying. I'll do an update in a couple of weeks and see how I'm getting on. What strings do you find best for your electric? I use Harley Benton strings, 10 gauge, extra value strings. I used to use expensive strings. I used to use Elixirs, and I was once endorsed by Rotor Sound. And then I discovered it was actually a guy called Rob Tognoni, if you've ever heard of him. We did a few gigs with. He's an Australian blues rocker who tours around the world. And we did a couple of shows with him, and he told me about. That's how I discovered Harley Benton in the first place. He said about the strings. You've got to get these strings. They're like £1.13 a set or whatever they are, and they're brilliant. And they are, and I've used them for years now. I don't find them any different to any other brand of strings I've ever used, and they're so cheap. It's great. This means I can afford to swap them out more regular. So then I've always got a nice fresh set of strings on my guitar. And if you go on the Toma website, you can order. The more you order, the cheaper they are. So I tend to order bulk sets of them. If you order stuff, if your order's over £150, it's free delivery as well. Otherwise, it's 10 quid. So I always try and buy a load of strings when I'm buying something else, and yeah, it makes it really worth it. Normal strings. I have to use Elixir. Very acidic sweat. Yeah, I know people like that. Do you? That's quite bad, isn't it? That's like Rory Gallagher was like that, wasn't he? Elixir strings are great though. They are good. My problem is I do tend to snap strings quite a lot. So when you're paying, I don't know how much it is for a set of Elixirs these days, 12 quid or whatever for a set of strings, and then you snap one, it's kind of no. But when you're paying £1 a set, I don't care. Yeah, I swear by cheap strings. I used to buy Toma ones for £1 a pack. Yep, think it's more important to have cheap ones and change them fortnightly than have expensive and try to eke them out for months. Yeah, that's what I like about it, is that you can just, it doesn't matter, because I usually do, if I use this guitar and do 2 gigs, then I'll swap the strings out after the second gig. And it's cool because you can afford it. It's great for aging a bridge though. My new Strat bridge started a rust spot within a year. Good for aging guitars. I bet it strips the paint, doesn't it? I'm lazy. Hate changing strings. I have Elixirs on my acoustic. I usually buy the bulk packs. Yeah, I used to buy those. I was buying Elixirs for years when you get the 3 packs, whatever it was on eBay, wasn't it? I think. And then I got some fake ones, and that was annoying. They're really hard to spot as well, but they just as soon as I put them on and played, I was like, these are elixirs. The packaging was identical though, but they definitely weren't. And that's when I sort of went away from them after that. How do I get such great tones out of the HB pickups in that? Pickups are great. Yeah, they're just really good. Can't fault it. I did change the trem on this though. It's got a fat block in it, which helps. I'm not a big string breaker, so even if cheap strings are weaker, I don't really notice. Yeah, I've got bad technique with the right hand. I'm too aggressive. I did try swapping to floppy picks, but I don't get on with them too well. I usually use bass picks, but I bought these. These are Harley Bentons as well. These are more floppy things, and I did find that I don't break as many using a floppier pick, but I just don't like the feel of it. So I often try and find my bass picks. Where are they? Here we go. I use these. I can't see without my glasses. 0.88, which I just find them a lot better. But I break strings more with them. Yeah. I can't help think expensive boutique pickups are nonsense. It's just a wire around a magnet. Yep, absolutely. Not many ways to get that wrong, right? Wrong, right? Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's just a magnet, isn't it? It's a wire, you know. How many ways can you do it? I know that the materials that you're using, if you're using more expensive materials, and I think it's how many times they wind them and stuff like that. But really, what amp pedals are you using? Currently, I'm using. Where is it? It's not in here. Oh, it's over there. In that box, there is a handmade, which I made from a kit, a 5-watt valve head. And down there is a Harley Benton G112, I think. It's got a vintage 30 in it. And it's killer, absolute killer. Just wind that right up and it sings. Pedals wise, I've got it down here, but you can't see it. Maybe I can show you. Come with me. There we go. Oh, it's all backwards. Hang on. If I go, yeah, that's it. There's a pedal board. So that's what I've got. That's all I use. Got a couple of tube screamers, delay. There's a noise reducer, tuner, T-Spark, which is a great little pedal, and a wah. That's it. Whoa! I would better get this back now. Hang on, bear with me. Rah. There you go. You're back. That was fun, wasn't it? TS9, good old Ibanez TS9, yeah, that's what I've got there. And I've got a Byang X Drive, if you ever heard of those, which is a clone of it, which is really nice as well. From Byang. You see sick now. The purple Dunlop ones, yeah. Oh, you use 2mm pin. Ooh. Which actually mean I have a lighter touch than guys. Yeah. I find with the floppy ones, I hurt my finger because I end up, because I am heavy-handed and I'm like digging in, and then my finger ends up getting really sore. So I'm going to go back to the other ones and just, deal with the string breaking. Had an EMG DG20 for a while and they were fantastic. Whoa. Ugh. £250 per set. Yeah. EMGs. I had EMGs. I had David Gilmour EMGs on a Strat. Didn't like it. Is mine original TS9 or the newer ones? I think it's one of the new ones. My son bought it for me for my birthday quite a long time ago, 5 years ago. But yeah, it's not one of the original ones. I don't actually use it as the front tube screamer. I use the Byang clone, which just has a little bit more oomph about it. And I use that one. It's actually, this is what I'm using now. It's the Ibanez is what I've got on now. Just with the gain real low. So you just get that nice break-up kind of sound. And I use it as a booster. So I put it in front of the other one with the volume up a notch. So when I want to just go that little bit more in volume and a little bit more sustain, it gives me that. That's how I use it. Just bought a Harley Benton SC1000 with active pickups. It's mad. Does clean really well too if you turn the gain down. Yeah, man. Harley Benton SC1000. I've had to go on the SC450s. Yeah, sounds cool. Harley Benton gear is good anyway. Can't fault it really. Greg Koch. Is that how you sell it? Is that how you say that? Greg Koch. Fishman's. Yep. My 55th birthday. Is that when he bought me my TS9? Autocorrect guitar girl. It's alright, I know what you mean. My favourite Hendrix album. Do you know? Are You Experienced, maybe? Yeah. Anyway, right. Oh, time's pressing on. We're already on question 2. We got chatty, didn't we? Question 2. Where do you get your inspiration from when writing songs? Do you know what? I don't write enough songs. I call myself a songwriter, but I only write like 5 songs a year. I'm terrible. But inspiration when I do can come from anywhere, really. It can come from literally anywhere. It could be anything. It could be his fault. He could inspire me to write a song. Like I Hate You. That kind of song. I'm a big believer that if an electric guitar doesn't sound good acoustically, then no pickups will make it amazing. A great sounding guitar will still be amazing with just about, yeah, I agree with that too. Definitely. I should buy an Epiphone SL in turquoise green. Agree, Dr. Nerd. Yeah, good sound electrics always seem to sound loud unplugged. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that. You just know by if it just resonates, and this does weirdly, and it's just you can actually feel it resonating, and it's got its own it's just sustains all of its own. You know, that's how I test a guitar, especially if I'm going to buy one in the shop. I'll always play it and hold notes. You know, if it sustains well and you can feel it, you know. I thought Freddie was gone. No, he's not gone. He's here. Freddie the legend. He is a legend. He missed the whole of the Spain holiday, though, because he was just unconscious for the whole of it. Can't take him anywhere. My number one guitar resonates beautifully. It's helped by just having an oil finish and a fat neck. Yeah. I don't know why that message has been blocked, but YouTube does funny things. Harley Benton better than Epiphone, cheaper too. Yeah. Freddie, you can't trust Freddie to house sit. Thought Freddie was house sitting. Can't trust him to do anything. What's your preference for action? I don't like them super low. I don't like them super high either, but I need a bit of height because of my heavy right hand. I think guitars do sound better if they've got a slight bit of height on them anyway. You know, give the strings room to do their thing. But it's also got to be comfortable. Although the Telecaster I played a couple of videos ago, whatever, that I acquired briefly, was set up for slide, and I played that. I didn't adjust the action, just tuned it to normal tuning and played it, and it was all right. By the way, Brent, did you get my question on Twitter? No, my bad. I don't often check my Twitter. I should. I'm naughty for that. Sorry, no, I didn't, but I shall definitely include it next time. Andy W, great player, glad I found your channel. Thank you, Andy. And Finny, thank you. Would have been John Lennon's 79th birthday today, would it? Really? 79? Everyone's getting so old. Well, he would have been old. Right then, question number 3. What keeps you motivated to keep playing music? All I have to do, if I get tired of doing what I'm doing, or it becomes a bit of a chore, and it can sometimes, I just think of all the crap jobs I've had over the years. I just think of all the stuff I used to do, and then I go, "It's not that bad, actually, is it?" You know, driving 2 hours to do an acoustic gig in a sports bar in front of people that just don't care. And then I think, God, some of the stuff I've done in my life, the horrible jobs I've had. I just, I'm playing music, so then I just snap out of it, and I'm fine. So, but playing music is what I wanted to do. It's what I set out to do. It's what I signed up for. I wish I could play more music, if that makes sense. I spend a lot of time doing a lot of other things, and hardly any time sat down playing for myself, which I need to do more of. And I will. Also want to learn Spanish. I bought a Squire Bullet and had some Wilson. Are they Wilkinson, you mean? Hot vintage pups to put in it. I put them in, only one worked. Too much solder. Bought new iron, etc. All good now. Cool. Less tinny. Yeah. Normal 9 to 5 jobs can be a grind, Guitar Girl. Yes. My background is I was a painter and decorator for 15 years, and then I progressed and owned my own building company with someone else. We developed into this building company, and it was stress. We used to do house conversions, loft conversions, things like that. Oh my God, it was an absolute nightmare. A nightmare I don't want to go back to. He wired your tone pots in backwards. Fun times. I used to bypass my tone pots. I used to just do away with them. I don't actually even use them anyway. But there was a I don't know if it's a myth or I don't know whether it's true or not, that if you bypass the tone pots, then it gives you a better overall sound for the pickup. I don't know, but it's something I used to do. I don't know if it made any difference at all. Really, sounded good in my head. Have you ever tried adding a switch or push-pull to add the neck in series? No, I haven't. I have coil tapped a humbucker before in a Harley Benton CST, actually. Well, actually, it was me and a friend of mine did it, and we put a little switch there so you could coil tap the humbucker. That was quite cool. No, I haven't done that though. Maybe it's something I'll try. I was asked to try putting like a Strat pickup in an acoustic. Apparently, that can sound quite nice. I might try that and do a video on that. I'd rather have less money but be happy. Yeah. Yeah, money's not everything. I mean, it does help, but I'd definitely rather be doing something that doesn't make me hate getting up in the morning, if that makes sense. But yeah, got to pay them bills. Got to pay them bills. Oh right, yeah, okay. The wiring. So what did you say? Series. Again, I haven't put my glasses on. It's like 7 streams now, and I keep forgetting to put my glasses on. I'm like that. And then switch series. To put in the series, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a go. It's more video content. Pardon me. A tone bypass switch. Good idea. Nice one, Dr. Nerd. Like that. Tone bypass switch. That gives you a slightly darker rhythm tone. I like these ideas, you see. I can start experimenting with things. Yeah, Ian knows it, don't you, mate? Ian knows it. Luke, you forgot me. How could you forget me, Luke? Forgot the stream. It's all right. We're just chatting. We're talking all about guitar tones and things and pickups and. Oh, so I shouldn't do that. Don't know why I did that, but still. And I must apologise as well if anybody has been watching my tutorial videos. I haven't done one in a while because I've been on holiday and I've been having stress with computers and stuff. So tomorrow I will record lesson number 5, I think it is, in the Unlocking the Next series. I know some people are wanting that. And patrons are owed some videos as well. I will get that done. Now my computer's working again. I can get on it tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Mark, for excusing me. We weren't talking about you, Luke. No, we weren't talking about you. Anyway, what question are we on? Is it number 3 or 4? Number 4. How do you choose songs to sing at different gigs and in any particular order? Are you ever inspired by the crowd? Well, if it's my normal gig, which is an acoustic gig, then I've got a set and I pretty much stick to it. Acoustic gigs vary as well. Sometimes it's 2 45 minutes, sometimes it's 3 45 minutes, sometimes it's 2 1 hours, depending on what the venue's wanting. I hate 3 45 minutes. It is the worst oh, it's just the worst, and it's quite exhausting. And trying to engineer a set that works over 345s is quite difficult. 2 1 hours is fine, and 245s are fine. Because when you start a gig, you don't want to come out with your best stuff straight away, if that makes sense. Come out with something that's well known, and then but it doesn't want to be too. It needs to build, So you've got, as people are drinking more and getting into it, and then by the end of the gig, that's when you're all out and rocking, and everyone should be singing along and dancing by that point. When you've got 345s, it just breaks the momentum. I hate that. So no, acoustic gigs I don't. I just have a set, and I might sometimes change the order around, but not really, because I've been doing it a long time, and I know that the order they're in works. And I know the songs work. I have been working on some new covers, which I'm going to be putting in soon. I was going to put them in this weekend, but I bottled it because I'm not 100% confident on them yet. But having time to learn new songs is a problem for me. But when it's an original gig and I'm doing my own stuff and I'm with the band, then we consider how long we've got, and all that kind of thing. And because sometimes if it's a headline gig, then you've got a longer set. If it's a support slot, then you've got a shorter set. And if we've got a new record out, then we want to get that, and we're promoting that, then we want to do those songs. So yeah, that takes a bit more thought. I usually just get told by the drummer what to play. And inspired by the crowd? No. I walked in to do a gig the weekend, and the football was on. I think it was Southampton and Liverpool, I think. And I was due to start at 3:30, and the football was like bang in the middle of it. And I walked in with my guitar and my speaker and everything, and some guy went, "Oh no, when's the music on?" And he's just like, "Oh my god!" And then the landlady came over and went, "Oh, could you start after the football?" I was like, "Well, yeah, that's fine," but my heart sinks a little bit on situations like that. Do you like people shouting out for Stevie and Faith? You mean running on Faith, for example? I don't mind if people want to shout requests out. That's fine. Whether I play them or not, that's a different matter. Wonder Bloody Wall. Yeah, I do. People shout for Wonderwall. Actually, I do Wonderwall. People love it. In my experience, Dr. Nerd, depends on the amp. My little Tweed seems to love the bridge. Bigger amps, not so much. So I missed a little conversation you was having then. But the Lamb, I played an acoustic folk roots duo. Some drunken cow asked for a raise. Yeah. I used to be in a band called what was it called? I can't remember what it was called, but it had blues band in the title. It was a blues band. The big fat big boys blues. I can't remember now. And then you get people go, "So what kind of music do you play this?" Blues band. Play blues. Yeah, a big bright amp on the bridge will make your eyes bleed. I've got this blimmin' Fender bass breaker over here, which I cannot sell. I've got to get rid of it. It's too loud. That's probably why I can't sell it. Am I going to have to watch the whole stream to find out what he means by we weren't talking about you? No, you're fine. You're fine, Luke. Honestly. You drive me up the wonder wall. Luke, yes. No, you're all right, Luke. Trying to flog my PV2 by a Fender Champion. Oh yeah, nice amp. I took the Fender bass breaker out a few weeks ago to a gig just to make sure I don't like it, and I was like, yeah. Played the whole gig and wished I'd never done it. It just doesn't do it for me because I can't turn it up at all. It's one of those where it's just like you get it on 1, it's too loud. It's just like turn it down to it, can't hear it. It's so frustrating. My 5 watt's great. I could just whap it up, full volume. Boop, there you go. That's the one. You're honestly making me more curious. If you want to go back and watch it, it's up to you. It was one we did at the lifeboat. You weren't there, Mark. Valves or solid state? Valves for me. There's a session amp down here which you can't see, which is a solid state, and it's the best solid state amp I've ever played. It's not mine; it belongs to my bass player, and he's trying to flog it. And I did a video on that, and kind of compared it to a valve amp, and it's not bad. It's really quite good. But yeah, for me, it's valve. I've had all kinds. I've had like valve states and hybrids and modeling amps and things like that. It always goes back to the valve amp. Yeah. Are you using the HB speaker cab out gigging? Yes, I am. The 1x12, which is amazing. It's not a very well built cab. Doesn't matter. The speaker is gorgeous in it. The vintage 30 is lovely. I don't know how Harley Benton sell them. I think it was 100. I can't remember, £112 or something. But if you look up the speaker's like £100. They must take a loss on them. That's all I can say. Unless they're getting such a good deal on them speakers. Yeah, used to love valve. Now you play at home. Yeah, if you're playing at home, I mean, at the moment I'm going through a Line 6 pod, which is just fine, you know, for the studio. How's the competition going? I haven't done anything about the competition just yet. I'm so behind. I'm behind on everything. But I will get to that, and I'll do a proper video about it. And we did talk about it last week, didn't we? And I'll do a giveaway. Maybe I'll do a giveaway when I get my AdSense account working to celebrate. Woohoo! A Katana 50. What's a Katana 50? Tell me about that. Maria says, tell him ho. Tell him his ho. What are you saying? You calling me a ho? Oh, the holiday. You didn't finish typing, did you? His holiday distracted him. Yes, it did. I had the holiday blues for a little while when I came back. didn't want to get on with anything. missed you. I didn't miss you. I spoke to you every day. Anyway, next question. Do you ever have days when you don't feel like playing music? Did I do that one already? I think I did that one, didn't I? When you were on holiday in Spain, talking about my holiday in Spain, did you miss not playing guitar for that long? Not really. It was nice to have a break sometimes. When I came back and I played again, it was great. It felt really fresh and new again. But no, I was too busy having a good time to worry about it, really. The only time I did miss it was when that terrible busker came up when we were having dinner one night. It was just driving me insane. He was so bad. The Lamb is the Les Paul style guitar in the background. A Harley Benton. I haven't seen a vid on that one. You haven't seen the vid on that one. Yeah, you should watch the vid on that one. Yeah, this one is not. It's a gear for music, and it was a black gloss guitar, and I stripped it down, sanded it all down to its bareness, and this is burnt as well. This is a burn effect, and it's got some dye as well in it, and it's absolutely gorgeous, lovely. And my daughter did the artwork on it in Sharpie. There's a video on it. It's very clever how she did it as well. It's really, really clever. And I clear coated it all and everything, so it's all protected. And that's that. And this is actually up for sale. It's a good guitar. It's nice. Talk about resonating. It's a bolt-on neck job, but it's pretty cool. I like it. But I'm having some problems on it. It's on eBay at the moment, and we're getting some weird things going on with bidding. Someone keeps bidding on it and then retracting the bid and then bidding on it again. So I might take it down. I think they're up to something. But yeah, it's not an expensive guitar. It was a bit of an experiment to see what it would come out like, and I think it came out quite good. I can't I can't read that. A Dondi Frusty. I can't read that. Time wasters, yeah. I don't know whether they're up to. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what the point is. There's like two of them. There's one they've bid because I put up for 99p starting bid, and it's kind of someone's bid the 99p, and then someone keeps bidding, and then retracting, and then bidding again, and then retracting. It's very strange. It finishes on Sundays, so I'll if it keeps happening, I shall take it down and inform eBay, and then try and sell it again later. Yeah, eBay's a nightmare for that. Sold a nice guitar, had a video demoing it, and the winner sent it back complaining about a load of non-existent problems. Yeah, they always side with the bot. I know, it's annoying, isn't it? It is annoying, but I kind of go to eBay as the last resort. I always try to do like Facebook Marketplace first and things like that, and then if I get no interest, then I put it on eBay. But I've had some good luck with eBay. And the last lot of guitars I sold did really well, and I had no comebacks. But yeah, it can be a nightmare. I know. Right then, question number 7. What guitar are you going to build next, or work on next? I don't know. I might do the pickup, the strap pickup, single coil pickup in an acoustic, and see how that comes out. I'm quite intrigued how that might sound. I've got a lot of bits and bobs. I do have a bass actually up in the loft. Somebody asked me if I would do a bass, and I've got an SG shape bass guitar in the attic that someone gave me, and a load of bass bits and stuff, and some other bass bits. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. So I might do a bass. What to do with it, I don't know. It's an interesting one. It's been covered in pictures and then varnished. like all these pictures of like musicians and stuff, like famous musicians and things, like a sticker bomb effect, but it's not particularly well done. Looks cool though at a distance. So I don't know whether to try and make that do the same thing or keep the theme of it, like whoever did it, or just strip it back and do something completely new with it. Yeah, you're keeping me up. I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered. SG bass, very Jack Bruce, yeah. Could be interesting. I might do that. I've got some cigar boxes out in the workshop as well. I was going to do another one. I've got a short scale Strat neck, which would work really lovely on a cigar box. I've got some tins as well. So I haven't done a tin box guitar build in a while. So I've got all those. I've got loads of pickups and loads of things. I've still got the Harley Benton HB35 to finish. I had a nightmare with that, involving some masking tape, which I'll explain in a video at some point. I look it, yeah, I know. So yeah, I've got lots of options. I've got this aria here as well. I need to finish this baby. I love this thing. It's so unusual. Aria Nexter, which I need to put some pickups in. And I've got some pickups in the workshop for it. Yeah, so there's that to do as well. Do you know what? I got this for £5. I think someone thought it was a toy. It's actually a nice guitar. Mark's got all my guitar stands, haven't you, Mark? Yeah, so there's that to do as well. So I don't know. I might do the bass because I haven't done a bass yet. Yeah, Lemon Sunburst. It's a cool guitar. So I was gonna put that back together and I could do a review on it, review video and stuff. Solero guitar. Yeah, but there's always stuff to do, and obviously I need to make money too and all that stuff. So I've been on the lookout for some stuff on Marketplace. No one's selling anything at the moment. It's really strange. And if they are, it's just they just want too much money for stuff. Shush. You tried my Myebo. How did you get on with my Myebo? Did you manage to get the Myebo to work, Mark? Not half as good as you. Yeah, they're quite tricky. Facebook Marketplace is usually really cheap. When it is up north, we're all poor. Yeah, there are some stuff on there, but I like the get an unbranded or a very cheap branded sort of strap for 20 quid type deals. I like those. It's grim up north. Yeah. forgot to say hi to Ian last week. So hi, Ian. Mark said hi to Ian. We've got a gig this week, haven't we, Ian? Somewhere. Piston. Is it Friday? I think. Did you know that, Mark? Did you know we're back at the Piston on Friday? Are you coming? I think it's Friday. Got a half Crash SG for £20 off Marketplace. Love it. Yeah, you get some doozies on there. That's where I got the Aria from. £5. It was some woman was selling it. Her son had gone off to university and left it, and it was annoying her, so she sold it for £5. I was like, great. I love those deals. Piston Friday. Yep. I can hear something humming. Oh, that's better. So, anyways, so that's been my week and my day. You got 2 hard cases, £50. Anyone else find hard cases are really hard to find cheaply? Yeah, I know. Decent ones anyway. So you can see I need to go to bed. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It's been a real pleasure as always. Do you have a recommendation for tuners? I really want to replace the ones that came with CST. Wilkinson are good and not too pricey. I've bought quite a few sets of Wilkinson tuners, and they do all kinds of different stuff. You know, they definitely have a direct replacement for those. And they would. I can't remember. Is it 3 aside? The CST, I think it is, isn't it? They do reasonably cheap locking ones as well. Harley Benton ones. Not sure yet. It's really back at work. Oh, right. What you mean for the piston? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I meant. Sorry, Luke. I meant Harley Benton do some nice locking ones that are reasonably cheap, and Wilkinson are pretty good as well. If you don't want to break the bank. Right then. So that is the stream concluded. We've done the hour. Awesome. Get some sleep, lad. I look terrible, don't I? I really do need to get some sleep. It's been one of those days today where you know when you have those days when nothing seems to go right. But it's ended okay. We're up and running again. Yep, thank you everybody for coming along, and we'll get that competition underway and that giveaway underway soon. So thank you very much, and peace. Till next time.